Hello, this is Notaspringchick. Yes. Before we do today's top 10, I just want to tell you one thing, which is, this is a scarf by Shubaz, X-U-B-A-Z. And I like it because it's kind of funny. And what does it say? It says, don't expect, what's that?
Anything.
Don't expect anything. Oh, what should that remind us of? Okay,
Yeah.
So anyway, while you're not expecting anything, I'm going to share with you, of course, the top 10 funny things said in the last 7 months. 7 months, 6 months, 7 months, 8 months?
It's 7, it's July.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right, this year.
That's right.
Okay, now this was sent in to us by one of our fans. And you know who you are. We talk. Anyway, I want to share these with you because these are really kind of funny. So these are the top funny things said in the last 7 months. I'm not going to tell you who they came from because I think you're going to know when I tell you. Don't you think so?
Yeah.
Okay. Number 10. Huh. I want to be transparent.
See if that's not a giveaway already.
Yeah. Like, do you have any idea who that one is? If you don't, you've been living underneath a rock.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are there like the 70% of the people that are no longer paying any attention to the news?
Oh, that could be. That could be. So if you're saying I want to be transparent, is that like saying I want to lose weight?
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't want that piece of fudge.
that's right. So anyway, you have an idea. Okay. And just how funny is that? It depends on your taking. Although now we do know the White House salary stuff, but it's like that's just a small portion of their benefits.
Yeah.
We're not talking expense accounts.
That's what they declare.
That's right. It's all in all those extra benefits. Okay, number 9. I want to change the way business is done.
Yeah, like nobody knows who this is about.
Yeah, like you can figure that one out. Now here's the question is, if you want to change the way business is done, now the important operative word in there is change.
Yeah.
So you can decide whether you like the change that has been done for business. And I guess it depends if you're small business or big business versus being a stockholder.
But he changed the way business is done, that's for certain.
That's for certain. Number 8. I am not anti-business.
Well, he owns all the businesses.
Oh, that's right. Why would you be anti-business if you just...
Except
Oh,
he
wait a minute.
he owns the
Who's
big
that?
businesses, remember, not the little ones.
Because they're too important not to fail.
That's right.
So if they're too important not to fail, they should be taken over.
That's right.
Of course, if you're another business in that industry, guess what that does to you?
Yeah.
Okay, number 7. Oh, you will appreciate this. I want to cross the aisle to get Republican support.
Yeah. He's not had. He's had two Republicans vote for any of his things so far.
Yeah,
2.
some of them have left their party.
Yeah.
Yeah, or being recalled.
One of them, yeah, they're all gone. So.
I know, but now not that we're talking partisan politics, but usually if you want to cross the aisle to get somebody else's support, you might include them in the meetings
Yeah.
and
Well,
the conversation.
no, if they include them in the meetings, what happens is they say things that they don't want to hear, so then they toss them out of the meetings.
Oh.
Yeah.
So then what happened to partisanship? Oh, excuse me, bipartisanship.
Well, he was never bipartisan a day in his life,
Yeah.
so.
Number 6. Oh, now you're going to appreciate this one. The press does not roll over for me.
Yeah.
No, they don't. In fact, that's the reason why we rehearsed the questions beforehand, the press conference.
That's right.
And that's the reason why we had the same people show up for our town hall meetings time and time again.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so there's some sarcasm listed in this one. But you know, they are kind of, if you think about it.
Okay,
they
it
are
doesn't
on the
take a
fun
genius. If he is reading the teleprompter, he must have the question and the answer in front of him.
side. Oh, yeah, that's what that teleprompter is
And it
for.
took months for the people in the press to catch on that he was reading from the teleprompter.
Why should it take a month? You
'Cause-
can tell when somebody's reading.
they were, as they were said, as Chris Matthews would say, they were enwrapped with the aura that was around him only.
Because part of it, you know how you can tell somebody's reading a teleprompter? You watch their face, or you look at the teleprompter.
Yeah, or they look at the teleprompter and then they point to the person, or they get the name.
It's not that hard. Okay.
Yeah.
You're at a press conference. You know, because it's obvious. Number 5. Oh, this is one of my absolute favorite ones. Is you can't become a respected member of the international community.
He tells that to every dictator in the world, like they're gonna listen.
Shame on you. Do you think they really care?
No.
Although maybe Ahmadinejad might be a little bit upset because we're interfering.
Yep.
Because he had it all wrapped up. If he wasn't trying to make it look like it was, what, their election?
He got 3 million more votes than there were people in the country, so.
Well, you know, that's just like what Coleman and Franken anyway.
Yeah.
Is it? Well, no, maybe theirs was a different one. Theirs was just recounting it.
You just recount it until the votes are on your side, so.
Oh, you know what? That's just like playing a game with somebody where if you're losing, you keep playing them until you beat them, and you say, oh yes, I beat them.
Yep.
And it's not like you lost against that person 9 times and you beat them once.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. No. Number 4.
No, she's actually read this one for some time, so.
I can talk to them and get them to change their ways.
Which fits in with the last one.
It really does. Now here's the challenge with that one, is that this is like the emperor with no clothes. Is when you believe that you can talk to them and change their ways. There's one thing when believing that it's possible, but if you always believe that you can, that is your Achilles heel.
He can't even get a third Republican in the Senate to side with him.
Well, and part of it is U.S. politics is different than world politics because your control over the American people and the Supreme Court. Oh, not that he has control over the Supreme Court, right?
You just don't let it get to the Supreme Court.
Right. Or not that which Supreme Court justice wrote something about a Supreme Court nominee, which is
Ginsburg, yeah.
Yeah.
Which was a violation of the codes of conduct. So.
Mm-hmm. That's when things come out that are unprecedented. Okay. Let's see. Did I do? Oh yes. I can still get number 3. I will improve our image in the world.
Yeah, they all look after us as half-assed wits around the world now. Before they were just scared of us. So.
Yeah, so what's better? So improve, change, I mean, some of these things are all relative.
Yeah, but they're not afraid of us anymore, which is what Obama was achieving.
Well, actually, if you think about that, they're not afraid of us anymore. In fact, that's one of the reasons why Obama got a lecture.
Yep.
From Putin.
Yep.
Because do you think he would have done something like that to Bush?
No.
Number 2. I will not raise taxes on anyone under $250,000 a year.
Yeah.
And if you believe that one.
Yeah, he's already raised taxes considerably on them. All the taxes he's raised has hit everybody directly.
See, part of it is we've been watching the news. So we heard about that it was going down to people that are getting probably $40,000 a year. Probably even lower than that.
Well, if you don't pay taxes, then you don't get taxes raised.
Oh, that's right. But see, part of it is that some of you that didn't tune in until 2 weeks prior to the election, you might be the really surprised ones. Or those ones that really believed they believed a politician's promises. Because
Yep.
number 1, remember, he is a politician.
Yep.
Oh, yes. And the number 1 funny thing in the last 7 months, said by the noted humorist, Barack Hussein Obama, and I'm watching this balloon fly away up there, is, I do not want another stimulus.
I know. They're all rolling in the aisles over that one.
And if you believe that one, and we're not just talking packages, or a stimulus.
Yeah.
But for now, this is Notaspringchick.
And this is old Cam watching the balloon fly over my head.
It really is.
Poor little kid lots of
With
balloon.
the top funny things said in the last 7 months. So thank you, Jock. And if you've got a top 10 list, please share it with us because we'd love to share it with the world. Oh, God.